There's a big fat one, a skinny one, and a medium-sized one.
I love Formula Drift. No stranger to drifting, no stranger to competition.
That guy stole my freaking ratchet wrench. I see that. That's mine.
The pole petition. He rejects your reality and inserted his own.
This is a stimulator, right?
Pilot. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Clipping Point. My name is Captain Ben, and joining me is Mr.
Tim Murphy.
Are you?
I don't know.
Are you? Yeah, he's going to be
Along
Melancholy?
with
Melancholy Tim.
melancholy.
Damn it.
Should be excited.
Excited Tim. Actually, I am excited.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I don't know.
Okay. Why should I be excited?
I don't know.
I'm excited because I've been ordering parts for my car. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And my steering wheel, which I was hoping would be here today, is coming tomorrow.
So we
Grip
can't.
Royal.
So we can't open it until next episode.
I can't open it for 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Oh wow, that's right.
I mean, I can.
No, I can't.
I can't. I wanted to.
I'm gonna steal
open
it when it arrives.
You gonna steal it?
I got the tracking number, so as soon as it arrives, I'm coming over
Yeah.
and I'm gonna steal it.
So Scott from Grip Royal, did a custom wood steering wheel for my E30. I love saying it. My E30.
Been a long time.
It has actually. I didn't have an E30 last time we met.
No.
Right.
So
You want to talk? Go over that? That experience?
yeah, I guess we could start with that. But let me finish my thought.
Okay.
So yeah, I before I purchased an E30, I made an order with Grip Royal. Messaged Scott a couple times. I sent him. We have two logos for Drift Session. We have a round logo that kind of has like that Dragon Ball Z kind of flair to it.
Yeah.
Sort of even this regular Drift Sessions logo kind of has that animated
Yeah.
flair to it. So we have a full spelled out Drift Sessions logo, and we have a round logo. So I had him print off like 20 horn button stickers.
Yeah.
So we have the round logo. It's gonna have a Drift Sessions horn button, and then I sent him the spelled out Drift Sessions, and that's gonna be etched into the top of the steering wheel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it'll say Drift Sessions across the top of the steering wheel, etched in the wood,
Yeah.
and it's a gold center. He was added a chrome centers, so gold center, and then I'll have the Drift Session buttons, and I'll have I
Is it
printed 20
wood?
stickers.
Is it wood?
Wood
like grain?
Yeah, it's a wood grain steering wheel.
Okay,
Yeah.
Cool.
So, so anyways, I told him, don't send me any pictures of it to like approve it. I go, I trust you because I've seen his work and I trust his work and everything.
Mhm.
So I said, I want to open it for the first time, see it for the first time on the show.
So you can't open it.
So I can't open it for 2 weeks.
Shoot.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
So
so
what
it's
el-
coming
what-
tomorrow. The GPS or the tracking number said it'll be here by tomorrow afternoon.
That's cool.
So anyhow, as Ben was talking about earlier, I purchased an E30.
Yeah. If you follow us on Instagram, I'm sure you guys saw.
Oh, you
Tim.
saw it? Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a great video.
Mm-hmm.
If you've seen that, if you
Kudos
guys,
to Ben for the hilarious reel that's got put on there.
that was hysterical. I wish we could play it now, but
Copyright. Arr.
oh, I know. But check out our was it on the reel or story.
It was a reel on our Instagram, so check that out. It was a little bit of not only is it a humorous side to what transpired with the acquirement of the E30, but it was a good summary also of the video that we published on our YouTube channel.
Right.
It's a good summary of E30s too. It's like that's exactly the state you buy them in.
And you're happy,
Yeah.
and you're just like, yay! This is the best thing ever.
What did I do to myself?
Right. I had been looking for E30s even before I sold the 350Z. And for the most part, the E30 market is for some reason through the roof.
Very expensive.
Yeah, very expensive. Those that you find in the 7, so I'll say 4 because I've seen some 4, from the 4 to really $10,000 or $9,000 range are kind of buckets.
They're pretty rough.
Yeah, they're pretty rough. They're pretty rough.
There's one for like, there's a turbo 4-door, that burgundy one. The guy like wants like $8,000 and it is rough.
Oh
like,
yeah, that
it's
one. Yeah,
really
that one's
rough.
ridiculous. Yeah, that one's ridiculous. So
Yeah.
there's some pretty unrealistic goals people have for their cars. Anyhow, so I looked at one for like $10,000 and it was okay. It wasn't the greatest. AC didn't work. It still needed work, right? Then I looked at a Vert. The guy wanted $8,000 for, and it didn't even start. It actually did start, but then it stalled, and it looked good. It had a red body kit on it, but it had no carpet on the inside. The convertible top leaked. It had some rust on it, but it wouldn't even stay running. And I mean, when you did get it running, you could tell it was like,
Oh wow.
you know, it was like it wasn't running right.
Yeah.
And the AC didn't work, and so that one was pretty rough. Then I went to go look at the one you pointed to me. The guy wanted $6,000 for.
Yeah. Well, he was trying to sell it with a 2J and
Yeah, he had a 2J block. Now that picture that he posted up was from a while ago.
yeah.
And when I got to it, he had a car cover over. It was on the side of his house, and I looked at it like the outside, the body looked good. I don't remember seeing too much rust on the outside, but it didn't start. He had started pulling apart because he was going to do a 2J swap.
So he's parting it now.
Is he parting it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I offered him, he wanted $6,000. I offered him, I said, keep the 2J, and would you take $4,000? And he said no. He goes, I want $6,000. I was like, all right.
Crazy.
The interior was completely gone. Dashboard was horrible. Now he did have a new dashboard. He had all the new trims, and he had a lot of the parts, but he didn't have the carpet, and it was like covered in ants. Like when I opened the door, it was just like ants all over the place.
Gosh.
Yeah, all over, because it was sitting on the side of his house. We got it to start. The only thing I will tell you is that when you took the oil cap off the valve cover, the inside the valve cover looked brand new. Like it wasn't that dark brown. So that motor had been rebuilt.
Yeah.
And he was going to pull it out. So that motor definitely is probably a solid motor. Had headers on it, but didn't have any suspension. And it was, who knows if it hadn't rolled in like a year or so. So the brakes, who knows?
Yeah. Everything was, yeah.
So he wanted $6,000 for that. And then I went and looked at, then I had 2 more I was going to go look at, and I sold the Z. And then I called Ben. I was like, hey, Ben, I'm going down to Miami. It's in Alapata, which is not a very fair, nice area, but it was in more the business district, so it wasn't too bad. This car I had seen up, it had already been up for like 6 or 7 months.
I think, could you see that car? I don't even know where you found that.
He had it post up, and it was in Pembroke Pines.
Oh.
And I saw it, and it had pictures that had rust on it. It has rust on it.
Yeah,
so it's definitely something that was visible rust.
They all do. I mean, the one I have is very odd that it doesn't have any rust.
There are some out there that don't have rust if they've been in Florida most of their life.
I mean, but I don't know. I had a lot of them, and they all had rust.
Yeah.
A lot in my first E30 had a lot of rust. Your silver E30 had some rust in it too.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad though.
It wasn't as bad. That black one I bought, that had a lot of rust.
Yeah.
You remember that one?
The one that was sitting in the backyard forever?
Yeah.
No,
That one had a lot of rust. And the cleanest one was the one that you bought, the shell. That was probably
but that had already been restored.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I found this one. This one was the guy was selling it. He had it for sale in Pembroke Pines. He was asking $9 for it. He was asking $9. No, he was asking $8,000 for it or something like that. So then he relisted it. Now it was in Miami. Apparently he couldn't sell it, and he had a friend of his that worked at whatever, it was like a exotic car dealership kind of thing. I don't know, what would you even call that place?
I mean, it's right along those lines. It's an exotic car dealership or a special tailor-made vehicle for certain enthusiast clientele.
Yeah.
It's hard
They
to
had some
describe
really.
it.
They had a mint.
He was selling cars?
Yeah, they were selling cars there anyways. So it was like an exotic car kind of dealership thing.
Oh.
But they specialize in BMWs. and they had a mint M3, like mint. Yeah, it was beautiful. Anyhow,
E30 M3.
E30 M3.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like tangerine orange. The
Oh,
interior
really?
was
Okay.
spotless, and it's
Oh, wow.
inside. It was inside the showroom.
Okay.
They had 3 M3s. They had the E30 M3, E46 M3, and the E92 M3 all parked next to each other.
Okay.
Anyhow, so I guess the first guy couldn't sell it. So then he had his friend put it down there thinking that
Yeah,
he'll have
if you have
more
enough-
traffic, he'll be able to sell it. And they had it up for $6,900.
Mm.
So I went down there. The car started. The AC worked. The keyless remote worked. Keyless,
That's cool.
yeah, system worked.
Yeah.
So he like it unlocks the car and everything. Now the sunroof gets stuck, right?
Yeah,
and
but
there's things. The glove box, you have to kind of like hit it a certain way. But the dashboard has one little tiny crack that's starting to form. So I conditioned the dashboard really well, and I have I put a sunscreen up when it sits there. But the interior was clean. AC worked.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
How big is the gas tank on that? Because when we pulled over to get gas after we got the car, I was surprised to see that. I think I recall seeing $60.
Yeah. Well, I put 93 in there also.
Oh, okay.
That's probably why.
All right.
Yeah, because I put 93 in it.
But how big is the gas tank, give or
I
take?
don't know. It's a good
Those,
call.
I don't remember. I don't remember how big they are.
I wanna say
Remember
like
them being on the bigger side?
12 gallon maybe?
Yeah, probably 12 or 14.
Okay, let me look that up.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly.
I don't remember what they were, but I remember them. I don't remember them being small, like an 8-gallon or anything like that.
Right.
I remember being larger than that.
Yeah. So anyhow,
It is. It does. It's a saddle tank. It goes both sides, so
Yeah.
it's not like a one-sided tank.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, it has a little crossover tube that
Mhm.
goes below the drive shaft.
Yeah. So anyhow, I rolled down there. I already had another 318i that I was going to go look at. This car was, I really like the M20 motor. I'm just a big fan of it. It's easy to work on. So I really wanted the M20. So my goal was, okay, if I pick up the one I picked up, at the time I didn't know I was going to buy it, but I was like, okay, I have two I'm looking at. I'm looking at a white 325i that's an automatic. And then I was looking at a black 318i that was manual. So I told myself, if I buy the white one, the 325, I'll just swap the transmission because I love that motor already, and then I'll boost it later on. If I buy the 4-cylinder manual, I'll just do a K20 swap. That's what I was planning to do. So I had, my plan either way. The problem is the second car I was going to go look at, the 318, he didn't want to send me other pictures. He didn't really speak English. So I was doing my best I can, talking to him in my broken Spanish through OfferUp. And then basically he said, just come see the car. So I was going to go look at the white one and then go look at that one. So anyways, I went there. The guy gave me the keys. He said, go take it for a test drive. Car drove great. Considering it's a 30-year-old car. The brakes worked. AC worked. Didn't work in high speed because it like the fan is broken. So when you put it at high speed, go brrrr. But I found a motor. I'm going to pick up another motor tomorrow for like $40. So I'll get that fixed. But the AC works. All the blinkers work. All the lights work. The brakes lights work. The interior looks great. It does have some rust on it. So I told the guy, well, I got $5,000. That's all I got. He's like, no. He goes, he's asking 69. That's just too much. I was like, okay. Well, I go, I'm going to go look at another one. Let me know. He's like, well, let's find out. We go inside, and then they tell me, yeah, they'll do 55 was the lowest they would go. So it's like, all right, I'll do 55. But then when we went and started doing the stuff with the title, the other guy had signed the title, but he didn't ever transfer the title in his name.
No.
So like, well, I'll tell you, I'll give you $5,000 now, and then we'll get the title cleared up. I'll give him another 500. I'm probably not going to give him the other 500 because I'm going to say, hey, listen, there's a lot of rust on this, and try to whatever. But we'll see. I'm gonna try. I'm trying not.
Hopefully he's not watching the show.
I don't think he's watching the show. But anyways, I don't want to pay the extra 500. But we'll see. Anyhow, drove the car. Ben, you drove the car home. God bless you.
Thank you.
But yeah, so I had to make it a purchase. I gave him $5,000 cash. I got the title. I got the keys. I got spare key. I got like 3 extra of those old school BMW remotes.
Oh, that's cool.
And like I said, the car ran great. Only issues I have with it is that it has rust on it that I'm going to have to eventually make the repairs on, which is fine because that's just patch panels here and there. I'm not too worried about it. It's not a rust bucket. It just has.
No, it's not like the RX-7.
No, it's not like the RX-7.
The
So,
RX-7. Yeah,
no.
bad.
What's the model again? Sorry.
It's a
325i.
325i, 1991.
So it's the last year they made them.
Right. So it has the plastic bumpers. But like I said, all the headlights work. The AC works. Power steering works. No squeals in the belt. Doesn't overheat. Of course, the speedometer doesn't work. All kinds of lights.
That's a sensor in the diff though.
Either the sensor in the diff or the gear breaks in them because the odometer is not turning either.
The odometer gear breaks, but it doesn't have anything to do with the.
Oh no. Okay, so I'll have to check that. So, anyways, I got some stuff to mess with after I'm done with this. Get this running. And I mean, I did already buy coilovers and rims for it, but I haven't put them on yet.
Can you confirm something for me?
Absolutely.
Do the different models have different size gas tanks?
The 3.8,
I
they
don't think
may.
so.
I don't think so. though.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
Okay,
That's a
so
question.
I'm on this website and there's no way for me to confirm it, but it says here that the 318 1991 I comes with a 14.5 gallon tank.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the 325i 1987 model right here, and it says it comes with a 16.9 gallon tank.
That makes sense.
Well, but they're two different years though. You're looking at, right?
Well, yeah, they're different. They're
Years.
different years, right? No, hang on, let me make sure.
It seems like they go from a 14 to a 16. You
Okay,
can buy
it's
them.
probably as a 16 because it took a good amount of gas,
Yeah, I did.
and then weren't really sure if the gas gauge was working because the gas light's still on.
Oh, okay.
So I got to replace the sensors and the fuel level sensors. That's probably what the problem is. Anyhow, it's got some work, but like I said, AC works. Interior is great. The exterior of the body is nice and straight. Car ride's pretty good, right?
Oh yeah, it does.
As far as why, and the automatic transmission shifts great. So I got myself an E30, and sky's the limit now.
Cool thing is all the cool little things they make for it now. Back when we had them, they didn't really have all the little things. But you can get all sorts of. You can get door panels. You
Cheap.
can get a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
cheap.
I ordered because I fixed the mirror. The passenger side mirror fell off.
Yeah,
almost fell off. And it's funny
It used
because
to fall off all the time. Mine,
so I took my daughter for a ride like the next day, and she closed the door, and the mirror literally fell on the grass. She started laughing. She thought it was the funniest thing. But basically, you just have to put it on, and then there's like a collar, so you line it up, and then you slip the snap ring in place, and
okay,
it's fine now.
Oh,
But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Anyhow.
you took the car out.
Oh yeah, I took the car out for a drive and it's been great. I drove around today. I opened up the sunroof. I had to try to close the sunroof because all the rust was hitting me in the face. I'm like, I got rust in my eyes. No, they can't drive with that. I'm trying to close the sunroof with one hand and pull it while I'm steering on my leg because the sunroof doesn't want to close all by itself. I did grease it up and it's better.
yeah.
But it's stuff to fix. But it's fine. Like I said, nice and straight. It's a good car.
And you can't beat that. It's actually he brought it over today. I saw it and I'm just like, yeah, that's a pretty decent car. I mean, you got to think how old that car is now.
It's got 274,000 miles on it.
The car's old though.
Sheesh.
It's over 30 years old.
But it's not doesn't tick. The valves.
No, it sounds great.
The car sounds great.
It sounds great. It looks like it rolls great. So I mean, you can't really beat that. Anything you would have found like E30 wise, honestly,
That I've
doesn't roll. It hasn't rolled in a long time.
Yeah, for $5,000,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. I drove it home. AC worked in today's market. Now you bought your car for $500. Me and Red did $500. We bought his AC worked and everything.
That was a different
manual. That was a different time.
That was a different time. Yeah, it's not the same.
$500. That was like
That was the best. Yeah, it was a really good deal.
Yeah.
That's back when E30s, nobody wanted them. Nobody knew what the hell they were. Yours also is a two-door. That's more.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
It's more. It's rare. It's it's more expensive.
yeah.
4-doors are cheaper.
I really wanted the two-door. That's what I wanted. So sooner or later, I probably will put a wide body on it. But I'm excited.
Yeah,
But,
I'm really hesitant for you to want to just do anything to it. Just driving it, I just felt like this thing just needs to be, what's that thing that plastic wrapped?
Oh,
you know, like what they do with the couches.
Yeah.
Just plastic wrap it so that way there's no deterioration or anything like that. And then I know you were talking about doing a transmission swap, and I was just like, I don't know. I really wouldn't want to, especially after
later on
driving it. And I'm just like,
nah, just enjoy the car driving.
Just enjoy it.
Yeah, that's probably what I will do because
and just make it more, get more creature comforts in it. You know?
Right. Well, that's what I want to do. I want to make sure the AC works well. I actually want to go through work on all the bugs out, right? See if I can figure out why the ABS light's on. You know, I want to get all that stuff to where everything functions.
Yeah, everything's
the
working.
speedometer works, the radio works, and everything works as it should.
Yeah.
And just work my way through it. Yeah. You know, I am going to put suspension on it and wheels on it, so at least it looks cool as well. But that's it. I don't plan to change the transmission anytime soon. Until it blows. You know, I'm not gutting it. No, I want the interior out. I want,
cutting the rear fenders off.
No. I want to do patch panels. I want to restore it.
Well, if you really want to go to that extent, I think you should get the transmission now. And I only say that because the longer you wait, the harder some of these parts may be to source.
Well, I'm gonna give him mine once I take mine out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If he plans on that, I'm not worried about that because even if I end up keeping it automatic, I'm not going to race the car. I never plan to race the car.
Good.
I just want to make the engine nice and clean. There was a guy selling a valve cover that was powder coated with a wrinkle black for $50.
Oh yeah.
So I bought that. So I'll make the engine bay look clean. I want to buy the intake manifold because that'll make it engine. I think it'll make the engine look really nice with a nice wrinkle black. Make it look really cool, even if it stays all motor for a long time. Yeah. Not really too concerned about that. You know.
Are you gonna buy like the turbo looking one?
The one with how many? There's only one.
The turbo one, yeah. The one that looks like it
looks like a 1J intake manifold.
Yeah.
It's probably not the best flowing. It's probably not the best for the car, but it'll make the engine bay look really nice.
Yeah. I just don't know how you're gonna hook up the flap wheel on that.
Just right out the front. Just run an intake pipe off it and put it right there. Just go intake right to it because it's round on the outlet side of the flappers round. I would just have to put a coupler there. So I ordered all LED little lamps for the interior, so they're not the same halogen.
The little incandescent.
Yeah, incandescent lights. And so that was the story of the E30. Ben got to drive it back home for me. He made himself available, so that worked out great. The car has been sitting in the driveway for a week. Well, the same spot, not a spot of oil. It's dry as heck underneath that motor.
That's surprising, yeah.
That is
especially for that old of a car.
It's no power steering fluid, no transmission fluid, no oil, no coolant.
Do they have is it a common issue?
BMW leaking fluids?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I actually asked him. I said, "Did you check and see if there was fluid?"
Yeah, there's fluid in there. Yeah, but there is a gas leak. There's got to be because I can smell gas on the outside of the car.
Oh,
so it's probably a seal on the top of the gas tank or something. But I didn't see any gas leaking anywhere. So I don't know. We'll see. But it's great.
That's good news.
Yeah.
That's good. Paul, anything to report on your end with all the various projects you have?
No, I'm trying to get rid of
nothing
things.
With the Infinity, nothing with the Volvo, nothing with the BMW.
Trying to get rid of all of it.
Trying to get rid of all of it. You're tired of it.
Whoever can take the first thing, get out of my life.
Oh boy, you need to settle on something.
Yeah. I do want to settle on something, so I need something to sell. So I'm trying to sell stuff. So that it makes my choice for me.
He has three choices right now. G35 sedan, E30, Volvo.
Well, no, the Volvo's out of my mind. It's out.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying.
But it's E30 or sedan. Which one am I doing?
Well, they're both sedans.
So, well, it's E30 or Infinity.
Yeah, because E30 technically, if you just bought the new intake, buy that intake manifold. And
if I sold the G35, I can build the E30.
No problem. You can leave that motor in. I'm sure.
Yeah,
it's fine. Just put the makers. You have it.
I have everything to run it off of. Yeah.
So
it makes sense. It's just about whether I could sell the car. I know Christian Controne reached out about the car, about the sedan.
Oh, really?
He wanted to buy it because he used to have a G35 sedan. So he asked about it. He asked about the interior. I still haven't sent him any photos of the interior, but I still have to swap the motor. So at first.
Oh, you wanted it with just give him with the motor and just.
let him do this. No. The people want to buy it. If I'm going to sell it, I want for the amount of money I want it. They're going to want it running.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
But at the same time, you're tired of these headaches, so you want to relieve yourself from these items. So you may have to go that route.
well, somebody came by and drove by the E30 today and was saying, "Oh my God, that's like a $10,000 car. You want to sell it?" And my dad was like, "Let me ask him." And he called me up and he's like, "You want to sell this car?" And I'm like, "Tell him to call me." So never did, but we'll see. See what happens. So I'm letting fate decide.
Whatever happens.
Well, talking about fate.
Yeah, exactly.
So Paul has the unfortunate ability to be able to predict the weather.
Kind of like he enjoys it. I don't know if it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for everybody else.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. Unfortunate for everybody else, but a blessing for him, I guess. For
Don't
his
blame a
abilities.
hurricane on me.
You were taking credit for it earlier.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, for those of you, I mean, obviously it's all over the news. We have Hurricane Ian that just rolled through Florida, causing mayhem and havoc and destruction along the way.
Just so mentioned that I mentioned on last stream that the hurricane may come and hit that area,
Freedom Factory.
Freedom Factory area, and then sure enough, 2 weeks, ba-boom. I didn't mean to do that.
It wasn't intentional. It was more like, watch, this is going to happen. And then he says it. He's like, no, it's going to go right through Freedom Factory. Yeah, whatever. It's too late in the season. What happens? Right through Freedom
right
Factory.
around that area.
But they weathered it pretty well. It was really the coastal areas that
It got pretty bad, so
not so much.
hopefully everybody's safe out there that lives over there. But yeah. So that was all my fault. I'm sorry. I did not mean to, and I will choose my words more carefully going forward.
Well, we are grateful for your admission and your apology, and hopefully somebody can keep you in check so that way it doesn't happen again.
Okay. Hurricanes Anonymous.
But one of the things that somebody, I recall, I think it was I forgot this guy's name, On Point Drift.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
James.
Carlos. Yeah. One of the things he mentioned is that to be on the lookout, I think, on Copart for any flooded vehicles.
Yeah.
So your thoughts on that? How successful are people in acquiring vehicles that from areas that have suffered destruction or flooding of this type?
all the
What
time,
happens
like-
when the old BRZ and when the BRZ came out and the freaking FRS came out and then they had that flood in Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey. That's what
A
I was
lot
talking
of people
about.
got them.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that.
A lot of people got chassis because of that flooded chassis.
No.
It's a good. If you're looking to buy a build, that's a good way to get it.
Well, actually, first look at Paul's builds, and
Yes.
then look at those flooded vehicles, because at least you'll get a clean title, right? Are those clean
the
totals?
E30 doesn't have a title. No.
Oh, it
Oh, you
doesn't.
didn't have a title?
The E30?
Yeah.
No,
Mike.
It doesn't have a title. It doesn't have a title.
Oh, sorry.
No,
it
not
doesn't
you,
have-
him.
No, me.
I have a title.
Yeah, I know. My E30 doesn't have a title though.
Yeah,
it's,
but I have
it's
a
still
title.
an Ecky's name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got to figure out how to get it.
Auntie.
Auntie.
Yeah, not Ecky. Well, freaking wrong guy. Yeah, Auntie.
I have a title for my old car.
Or you do?
Mhm.
Oh, give it to me.
I will.
Steal it from Chris.
Yeah. No, you don't want that.
That's what I thought you meant.
He doesn't. I still have the title for that car.
Oh, it's still in your name.
Yeah, it's still in my name.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Technically, you could go back and get it too.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay. Although I'd like to take the subframe, the rear subframe. He redid
there you go.
everything. So we do have topics today, right?
Do we? I don't know. Ben's kind of like.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
we're just.
It's the storm kind of threw us off because Ben was thinking about reaching out to some people to have them on the show, but didn't want to put anybody out or inconvenience anybody
during
a time of possibly where they need to focus on either cleaning up their house or getting back to work or whatever it is.
A lot of Central Florida people got a lot of either tree damage to their house or
Mm-hmm.
car or stuff like that.
And we didn't know exactly what was going to happen at the end of the week for us either, because people were still worried about what was going to, if the storm was going to take more southerly, southern direction, and what we were going to be if we were going to do the show this week. So, apologize for not having somebody on.
No, no worries. One thing I do want to highlight.
I'm totally winging it today.
Oh, you're good.
More than Nike, like
Oh,
way
Taylor.
more than normal. Oh, here goes. There's a good topic. All right, Taylor Race.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me make sure I got this here.
He seemed pretty happy about it.
Right.
And Brian Sturman was out there testing with him.
You
Yes.
seem
Yes.
Pretty happy about what?
But
Oh, he's
so
testing his car?
it looks like Taylor Ray finally retired the Miata, and he has the Corvette, or this is supposed to be a Corvette. It's
Yes.
just still in the final stages of restoration or being put back together, and he took the time to actually get the car out, and it's quite. Right off the bat, I will say it's fast. It looks fast.
Yeah, it does look fast. And it's like there's nothing on it. Like he has it totally stripped, so it looks smaller than the other one. Wow.
Because usually people on the skid pad aren't going that fast.
Right. It seems like it has good traction. Good grip.
Got those nittos.
Huh.
Huh, looks like he's having fun in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seemed pretty excited. I mean, some of the posts, it's
Oh, yeah.
going to be interesting to see,
How he does in that car.
and he's going to be in the infield.
Oh,
So it's going to be
That's
good
right.
for
you
him.
think he's
to
going to drive that car then, though?
Yes,
Oh, really?
I think so.
I think at this point he has no other choice.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
I mean, why would you?
He still has 2 weeks.
The car, the Miata, has already suffered enough. It was already supposed to be retired.
Oh, yeah, you broke the subframe
at the-
again. I forgot about that. Yeah,
Right
didn't
at the end of the last season, and I guess things got delayed with the Corvette, and then now that he finally has the Corvette drivable, why would you not focus all your intention on actually finishing up the project so that way you have something competitive?
The problem with that is it's like anytime you build a new car, you're going to have so many bugs to work out. So it's going to be like,
But there's nothing at stake. Clutch kickers, he does it.
no, I got you. But he's going to have bugs, right? He's going to have things that are going to fail. He's going to find a weak link.
But the thing is Taylor built the thing himself.
No,
From what I say, so if anything goes wrong, he's one step ahead of process versus having somebody build your car for you and then trying to figure out.
no,
the
it's
bugs, you know?
definitely, yeah, I know. I definitely
He
agree
knows
with
every
that.
inch of the car.
Yeah, I'm just saying that I feel like the car's going to go through some bugs, and I feel like it'll be next year before he really has the car dialed in.
Well, even so, just trying to get used to the car itself.
Yeah, exactly.
He's drove the Miata for so long.
Uh,
Has he
I
really?
mean, he's had
Yeah.
had a Corvette before, so
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's right. Yeah, he did
he's had
have
a
a
Corvette
yeah.
before, and it's
Right,
just
he did.
got rid of it. So
Well, that'd be exciting. Oh, we have the driver's list.
list.
Yeah.
Is it anybody?
New?
Is it, or those are just all? Well, that's all
Oh,
going to
that's
be.
a bad image. Hang on. Let
That's
me
all
try to
s-
find a better one. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that's all seasoned people, right?
No, there's some new ones. There's some new ones. Let me get that up for a
Brian
moment.
Sturman said he was going to drive again, so that'd be
Oh,
good.
really?
That's
That's
what
cool.
he said. We'll see.
That'd be
Is he on the list?
Good to see
I
him.
think he is.
Good to see him.
Yeah. Well, he was doing the test day with Taylor Ray.
When is that again?
What, the event? October
21st.
21st to the 23rd.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the other things they announced that I was that I found quite peculiar was this, what they're doing here.
Oh yeah, I thought that was odd too.
What's that?
You can
So they're giving
Win a
away a
ride.
ride along for every person that purchases a ticket. They get a chance every day to. So Clutch Kickers will pick out a winner every day from the people that purchase a spectator ticket
Do a ride
to have the ability to be eligible for a ride along at the event.
Every day starting now?
Not now. It's already been in effect.
So potentially could have like 20 something people.
At least. Yeah. Because right now they have, well, from 6 days ago, they had already like 3 winners.
Okay. I mean,
So how is that going to work out? I'm wondering.
are they? They're probably going to have set cars that are just going to do the ride-alongs. They'll probably have just guys that are there to do ride-alongs. They're not going to. I don't think they're going to put them in with the competitors because they need to focus on the event. So they'll probably have a couple cars that are just there for doing ride-alongs and just do it during practice. That's what I would think.
I wouldn't. I mean, as a competitor, how would you? Yeah, no, I don't think that'd be right. I mean, I'd be surprised, right? I mean, you would have to do a ride along, like you have to take somebody on a ride. I mean, that's an expensive ride.
Well, but I mean, the guys, if they're doing practice anyways, you throw them in a passenger seat. But I don't know.
Yes, but that throws off your balance.
But I think the smoothest way to do that is just to have a couple cars dedicated just for ride-alongs. Get a couple drivers that
just want to,
just have some good time driving. They don't have to pay to do the event. They can just show up there and drive their car for free, just to keep people ride-alongs to go around the track. So,
sorry, boys, I cannot get a better image, so we'll have to work with this.
That's fine. I don't think there's that many people though, because those are all.
Okay, well that's good. We can read it for.
All right, so these are all the season drivers. Yeah. It's only until we get to this point here. Fortunately, it's not popping up on the map. But let's see. Yeah, Travis Register, Mike Prez, Brent Kunz.
Yeah.
Sergio Hanazono, PJ Rosebud, Brian Sermon, Eric Medici, Marcelo Zalpa, Thomas Miller, and Duarte Viana.
You got 2 Brazilian guys.
Oh, yeah.
Sergio and Eric. Okay. So we're going to have to get.
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah.
And Duarte. Sarasota, Jacksonville, Clearwater. Okay. All right. So we have some new drivers. Plantation, Florida.
Yeah, it's like down the street.
Yeah.
And Zislin. Yeah, it's
Zislin. He lives down here?
I guess so.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Zislin.
Sizzlin. Isn't that what they called him? No.
That's what I was calling him.
Zislin?
Yeah. I came up with it and they started saying it, I swear.
Oh, yeah.
When was this?
During U.S. Drift Circuit.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he competed on the U.S. Drift Circuit.
Yeah, he competed in the U.S. Drift Circuit.
I didn't even know
He's
that.
Young.
Yeah.
He's like 14 or 15.
It was the 350Z. The white 350Z.
The white one. Yeah.
Come on, there's not that many ones.
Really?
Not that many.
Okay.
That are competing? That are just plain white? No.
It's going to see good to see well, it's going to be interesting to see how Cletus does this round because I know he's been practicing and
right.
That car is definitely capable, and he was definitely from the first time he drove it, round 2 to round 3. It was a huge difference in his ability to be able to control that car.
Yeah.
So seeing him going around 4, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, how much he's dialed in and stuff.
One of the things I recall that was mentioned is that one of the things you have to adapt or switch your mind is that you can't forget how much grip the car has. So basically you have to, if you're going to launch it into a turn, you have to just mash the gas pedal because it has the grip to actually help carry you through. It's not like some of the other cars where if you were to do that, it may just like throw you out offline and then you end up kind of off course or just not where you want to be. But this car is set up in a way where if you just put in the throttle, it'll actually hook up and take off. And it's just
weird,
I guess, because he's been so accustomed to all these other cars and not this one. He just hasn't taken the time to adapt to that.
Or maybe he has.
Or maybe he has, yes. You saw a major progression going from round 2 to round 3 with that car, and you're hoping that with that progression that you'll see that he'll actually get past, he'll qualify and actually get past top 64.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. It's going to be interesting to see more people coming from out of the country to come compete, so that's always cool. And Brian, like I said, Brian Stern's back. His car looks like it's running pretty well. So,
didn't you mention one time you wanted to brush up on your Brazilian?
I do. Yeah, I did. So I got to practice some different sayings. I'll have to talk to Savio.
And we're going to talk about the surprise that we're going to have.
Surprise?
Oh, no. We can't. What are you talking?
What?
I'm just trying to build suspense.
Suspense.
Darn it,
Surprise.
Paul.
Suspense.
We're gonna have a surprise.
Look at this guy. Seriously.
What guy?
You'll be surprised. I'll be surprised. We'll all be surprised. Ben will be surprised. You'll be surprised.
I'm surprised.
I'm surprised already.
I'm
But we're
just
gonna have to
waiting.
hold that surprise for 2 more weeks. Three more weeks.
Is it 3?
Yeah, 21st. That's
It's right around
seven
the
times
corner.
3. 3.
Whoa.
3
Yeah,
more
be here
weeks,
before
man.
You know it though.
It will. And then,
I gotta pull up this other one.
and then we
But
have
go ahead.
Black Friday Drift coming up. We have round 5 coming up 2 weeks after round 4.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be a busy. Next 2 months are gonna be pretty busy.
Yeah. I gotta get my car running for Black Friday. Gabby's gonna have his car. He's gonna do his shakedown on that event.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Black Friday. So it'll be a shakedown event for
Why don't
his
you
car.
just take the motor over to somebody and say, hey, swap it out for him how much you want?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna do that.
So it's not gonna be ready.
It's gonna be ready.
It's
It's gonna be.
It's not gonna be ready.
It's gonna be.
It's not.
It's gonna,
It's not
gonna be ready.
Be ready. It's not.
it depends if a hurricane comes.
Why would you
Yeah.
do that?
Hurricane. It's in. So you have it in a garage while the hurricane's going on. You could swap the engine.
Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Let me know when you want. You're gonna need. We got to bring that car over to your house. It's never get it done if we never bring it over to your
No,
house.
I gotta bring it over to my house. But I gotta take the motor out of the Volvo, and I gotta take the It's a lot of stuff has got to happen. A lot of things.
A lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
A
No,
lot of
next
moving
week is my. I have a big thing going on next week. So after that,
Big
it'll be
shindig.
a big shindig. Yeah, I have a big shindig. And then after that, then I'll get working on the car.
Ooh, what you got there,
What in
Ben?
the world is that?
Okay.
Oh.
One of the things that was announced a while back,
Looks like
actually,
they
that we didn't get
changed
to
it up.
talk about was this. Ford decided to reveal, actually, the day before the Formula Drift event that was taking place in Utah,
Oh,
they revealed that in Detroit, I believe, the new Mustang. Well, that's pretty much irrelevant. You got the new 7th generation Mustang that was revealed, and as you can see, you got comes with
Last
drift brake,
ride.
new
What?
looks,
Wait, what?
and
It
a
comes
big
with what?
V8.
What?
Wait, go back up. I didn't read that. I was like, it comes with drift brake.
Right.
With a
With
drift brake.
drift brake.
The hell's a drift brake?
Is that worded right? It comes with drift brake.
Optional? We'll get.
It's the way that-
we'll get to the details.
Okay, very concise wording.
Oh, this is a
Well,
little
what I like, go back up. Wait, go back up. It says, go up a little more. It says, last ride of the V8 Mustang starts here. So this is the last
Well,
V8 Mustang.
There's speculation that this is going to be the last of the gas-powered, like full gas-powered lineup of engines available for the Mustang.
What a
Well,
shame!
well,
What a world we live in.
This
No, but
Mustang.
just think
this
about
Mustang.
just think about that. That we're saying this may be possibly the last gas-powered
Mustang.
Mustang.
Right.
That just like never did I ever think that was going to be something that
You
I'd
would
be
see.
saying. Let that sink in.
I mean, honestly, I'm not surprised.
No,
And I'm
I
not
was-
saying I'm not saying I'm surprised now, but you think 20 years ago you'd be surprised
Oh, okay, yeah.
that 20 years ago, yeah, it's not going to happen that's not going to happen.
Well, but 20 years ago, we weren't thinking about the evolution of what's going to power these vehicles.
Or the lobbyists and all the government regulations that are pushing for electric vehicles that are actually more harmful for the environment than petrol. But anyways,
Right.
they just have more money, so that's where we're going. That's what it comes down to. Big energy and big oil, big energy's winning.
Okay.
Anyhow, who's it written by? Chris? You say his name?
What?
The author?
Chris Tissot.
God bless you.
I'd say Chris
Gesundheit.
Sue. Or
bless you.
Suey.
Stewie.
Gesundheit.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Updated
let's see.
November. Okay, 20.
Right.
So this is
It
recent.
looks like it
Well,
like
no,
changed
but see, no, hang on. Let's go back to what Tim was talking about. You're sort of, at this point, it's really not a surprise. You're seeing the whole industry sort of move towards electrification of some kind. You're seeing some
They're
extreme
being forced
example.
to, though.
You blame Tesla, man, because they weren't really running until Tesla started really, changing minds.
But they're pushing for it. It's a government. It's a government thing. This is not. It's money that's pushing it. There's money in it, and that's why it's going that route. Because I see it in the regulations for air conditioning, right? They're pushing all this stuff, and the manufacturers just have to go along with it, or they'll die, right? It's adapt or die.
That's what they're doing.
And that's what's happening. That's why all these manufacturers are getting rid of the V8s and everything, because if they don't, it's the way it's going, because that's the way the big money wants it to go.
Well, they don't have to per se.
Yeah, they do. Or
I'm just what the point I'm trying to get is that some of them are just going around it by still offering the V8 but electrifying it, as you're seeing with these hybrid models that are available.
Yeah,
you're seeing some extreme examples, like with, for instance, like the McLaren P1 or the Acura NSX, where you still have this an engine in it providing that performance, but also you're having the electrification of it with the battery to help add extra power or to follow along with all of the emissions.
which sounds like an advance of technology in order to build a better performance vehicle, and I kind of get that.
Yeah. And that's where you're seeing different manufacturers taking like different routes in order to deal with all of these regulations that they have to comply with
And be on the cutting edge, right? They want to. Each manufacturer wants to be on the cutting edge. They want to be the first on the chopping block to make that jump. Like Chevy says, they're planning to phase out all gas-powered vehicles by I forget what the.
You know what I want to see? If we're going to do electric, what I want to see is a battery swap station.
They actually, Tesla had a prototype of it. They unveiled it. They actually, so they had a presentation where they had a Tesla go up onto the stage, and as the presenter was talking, I think it was Elon, they had the car. It basically went rolled up onto the this ramp.
Yeah,
and then underneath, this contraption basically grabbed the battery from underneath the car and then swapped it out and then put it back in.
Yeah, but Teslas aren't the best main vehicles.
Yeah, but
So who's to say that's not going to fall out when you drive down the street?
Well, this was years ago that this was prototyped and presented, and in the end, it just never came to fruition because for whatever reason, it never. I guess it couldn't work out the kinks to make it a viable solution.
Yeah.
But to me, if I was buying an electric car, I would want to be able to pull up to a battery station and swap out my battery for a charged battery.
That'd be the fastest thing, right? Just swap it out,
Yeah.
and you just pay whatever service, like an exchange,
You
like what we
pay
do
a
with like
subscription
Freon or something.
fee.
Right.
Well, that was actually the whole idea.
Yeah, you
Actually,
pay a subscription fee.
It would be about roughly like 5 to 10 minutes for you to be able to actually get the swap done, which would be a lot faster compared to some of the electric cars now that it takes about, at best, half hour
On
to charge.
an open charge station that's not bogged down by other chargers.
Correct. Or where there's a whole ton of other people using it, and then you have to wait in line for you to actually get the car charged. And then once you get that going, then you got to wait for it to charge. And then what you expected to be originally a 30-minute wait for you to recharge your vehicle and get going again, and it ends up being like an hour.
And damn it.
I think the hybrid is the best way to go. I really do, because you have best of both worlds.
I think the plug-in hybrid is the best way to go, because you have your standard hybrid that gets automatically recharged with the gas engine, but then with the plug-in hybrid, you have the option to actually go out and just charge it on your own instead of having to go through the hassle of relying on the gas engine to recharge the battery.
Why is that a hassle to rely on it? You don't do anything.
With what?
We're saying a hassle of relying on the gas engine to charge the battery. Why is that a hassle?
No, I'm saying sorry, I misspoke, I guess. The hassle is having to pull over and plug the car to recharge. Instead, you could just go take off of the car and have the gas engine itself just recharge it for you.
Right. That makes sense. So you charge it at home if you want to.
Right.
And then that'll give you your first like 70 or 80 miles. And then after that, the gas engine kicks in and propels the vehicle, but also charges the batteries. I think that's the best way to go.
Yeah. And I think, in my opinion, it's the best approach when you're living down here in Florida. When, for instance, case in point, what happened with Hurricane Ian that just rolled by, and you're in a situation where either A, there is no power for you to go out and recharge your car, or B, more often than not, you're gonna have either or. You're gonna need power or you're gonna need gas.
Right.
And so there's
You
a
can
higher
go out-
likelihood.
you can go out and buy gas in gas cans and come back to your house and fill your car and go. You can't go. Well, you could get a battery and push the battery in, right? But
That's true.
it'd be kind of heavy.
Or just gas up the generator to then.
That'll
We're
take
gonna
a
throw
while.
it in the trunk and get going.
But that
Yeah.
defeats the purpose, though. They want to get rid of fossil fuels.
No, you better
You
get,
can. I don't ever see a time when you're rid of fossil fuels
I don't either.
or nuclear. Like you can't be. It's just not enough. That's a whole nother topic. But
Yeah,
Right.
that's a
I
long-
mean, there's got to be little mini nuclear reactors you put in your vehicle. Oh, flux capacitors.
Well, the other option was hydrogen.
Hydrogen is a great option. I think hydrogen is awesome.
Well, they need to find something that hydrogen can stay in a stable form.
They had a hydrogen powered LS at LS Fest.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but the way they're going to use hydrogen is not hydrogen combustion. They're going to use hydrogen to convert into electricity. So
No, let's use it as combustion.
no, they're not going to use it as combustion.
But that's the best way to use it.
No, no, it's better because if they can just turn it back to water and it makes electricity. So that's why they're going to use it. Every hydrogen fuel car is going to be convert hydrogen to water to get energy. That's how.
But
it
you can
works.
convert water to hydrogen in order to power the vehicle as well.
Yeah, but it's
And then
just
you
a
can
lot
just
of
fill up
energy.
at the ocean.
No,
your
can't
faucet.
you can't do that
your-
in the car.
Let's go down. You got 5 gallons of Zephyr Hills. You went to Dasani or Zephyr Hills? I don't know. I put Dasani in my gas tank last time. It didn't really run too well. So I'll take some Zephyr Hills. No?
Kirkland for me,
Yeah,
sir.
oh, Kirkland. Oh, yeah,
No, you
Kirkland.
can't. You can't convert.
What were you doing in my kitchen one
That
time?
was electrolysis. That was So I was separating oxygen.
and you can
from,
use that to power it in. You can use that.
You can't. You can't.
No?
You would have to house that in a. You would have to compress that into a container. You saw how loud how scary that was when I was popping bubbles on.
Yeah, on my freaking kitchen counter.
Okay. Can you imagine compressing? Can you imagine compressing that gas and really concentrating it into a high
That's
pressure
some
cylinder?
serious horsepower.
It's a really bad idea.
Oh.
It's a really bad idea.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a really bad idea because it's super combustible. It doesn't. It has a very low initiation. Like just a little bit of heat can just blow the damn thing to the moon. So that's why they need to get hydrogen integrated into something that is not so deadly. So they're making they're making hydrogen bond to a solid, and they can release the hydrogen from that solid with a some kind of process that they have. So that hydrogen gets released from a solid and then gets injected into the electrolysis or the
I'm learning too much. Stop.
the hydrogen fuel cell.
My brain hurts.
No, it goes into the hydrogen fuel cell. The hydrogen fuel cell generates electricity, which powers your electric car. So it's using hydrogen to power an electric car. It's still an electric car.
Right.
Yeah, but you're driving around with a whole lot of hydrogen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And where do you get hydrogen? Like hydrogen? Where you have a hydrogen fill station?
It's actually, well, you get a hydride fill station where you're filling you're filling your cells with hydrogen, which is supposed to be faster than
What if
recharging.
you spill it? I mean, can you trust people? Because I mean,
No, you can't spill this.
well, I'm just saying, like,
No.
You see people driving away with the hose falling out the back.
That would be,
Oh no! Boo!
that would, it'd be
That probably
deadly.
wouldn't be too good.
No, it'd be bad. It'd
Yeah.
be bad. It'd be
Very,
very
very bad.
bad.
That
So
would be. Go back to
no.
the full service hydrogen stations, whatever they call it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that they'd have to do it for you.
yeah, it would definitely have to do it for you because it's going to be like this high pressure connection that injects
Can you
the
imagine
hydrogen
Mhm.
into the hydride, and the hydride soaks it
That
up.
sounds dangerous.
Well, it is. And to kind of like put it simply, just imagine the gas engine being taken out and replaced by this like hydrogen engine that's going to then power the electric battery motors.
Well, that's not how it works, though. It's not a hydrogen engine.
I know it's not a hydrogen, but
It's literally just a thing that the hydrogen runs through. It turns into water and creates electricity.
I'm just trying to simplify it for
Oh,
Tim.
okay, well-
Because right now Tim is
Yeah,
like,
I
you
zoned-
can
I
see,
zoned
he's
you
like,
guys
we
out.
lost him.
I zoned everything out.
Yeah, we lost him.
Yeah, you lost me.
Anyways, let's
So-
go back down the Mustang.
Yeah,
Let's see.
so that was the point. The Mustang. I don't know. I'll tell you right now.
Let's see
Boy.
this Mustang now.
Okay. All right. So new looks, big V8. The last ride of
It looks
the
a
V8
little
Mustang.
different though.
Sorry
The
to see it.
headlights, no, they do a little different.
A little sleeker.
It's not significant, the changes, as you can see.
No, it looks the same, but a little different.
Right. We'll take a look at some of the more of
Thing
these
is
photos.
the style really it changed the market for the Mustang, and they're starting to get away from it, and I think they really need to keep it as close as to what it is now. I don't think they should go any further than. I think actually I like the current model better than that.
I would
I don't
have
like
to
the back
agree.
end of that thing.
I don't
know.
I don't.
It looks kind of weird.
Anywho,
Let's see side profile here. Another back
not that
shot.
it's horrible, but
No, it's a nice looking car. They are definitely nice looking cars. They're a great car to drive too. It was. I don't know about. Whoa, what that convertible is weird looking. Why does it look so different?
because it doesn't have a roof.
It has a scoop.
No, the front
scoop?
the front of it looks different. Go back. Like that doesn't. That
It's the
bumper's
same-
different.
no,
No,
it's
that
not.
bumper's different.
It's the same. It
It's
just you
different.
don't. It's the same.
No, it's
But
different.
Inside
both of the bumpers
grill-
are different.
Yeah, the bumpers are different, right?
Yeah, they're different.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
look
different.
over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Very. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I
see
don't
what
like
you're
it.
saying.
I don't know what they were thinking with the convertible. That's weird. Is that like a different trim model or something?
They are both GTs.
So maybe it is a different trim model. Well, then again, this isn't the actual vehicle yet. So these are.
No, this is it.
Oh, this is it. That's it.
Yeah,
It's the final.
This
oh.
isn't no prototype or anything like that.
Oh,
This is
okay.
a real deal Holyfield, baby.
Oh wow. Watch your
This
ears.
is more like a base model. You can obviously tell.
Yeah. Hmm.
Takes you back to like when they offered
Oh,
the
so that yeah,
V6s.
see, it's like a racing bumper.
That's
It's like
right.
oh god, that's hideous.
Yeah, that doesn't
God.
look good. The
That
other
is-
one actually
oh.
looked better. That one does. Go
God,
back.
that is horrible.
Go back.
Hang on. Where am I on this thing? Oh, right here. This?
That doesn't look so bad.
I don't know what the difference is, but just from that, it's like, oh, freaking hell,
Yeah, it doesn't.
that is freaking hideous.
It doesn't look so bad from
It's
there.
the same bumper. It just,
Is it?
yeah, it's the same thing.
No, it doesn't. That has like vents.
I think it's the same thing, man.
Really?
It's just freaking weird. It's like,
It does look the same.
Yeah, I think you're right.
ugh,
Looks like a
ugh,
3. Go back to the other one.
ugh.
Is that a 350Z rear window?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
They had a
Oh, they
fire
just-
sale.
Yeah.
Well, I will say one criticism about this vehicle, and I don't know if they get into detail in the article about it, is some people criticize it for being a rehash of what we have already. So kind of like with the
Well, yeah.
400Z or the new Z, whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it, Z,
Yeah.
where Nissan was like, oh, let's just add a body kit and just
Yeah,
resell it.
basically what it is.
Basically, this is kind of what it is. You got
Yeah.
the same engine options, and really, you're getting just an upgraded exterior, if you
Depending
even
on
want
how
to
you
call
look
it
at it,
that, and then new interior as well. Once you'll take a look at it.
Oh, you have interior pics?
Well, the article will have it. Oh no, that's the end of that. Okay, good.
Oh, so they don't.
Let's go down. Let's go down.
Dude,
Oh, there we
there
go.
we
There
go.
you go.
Yeah, so you get a new interior. You get oh, wow, look at that handbrake.
Is that the drift brake?
I don't know if that is it exactly, but I know it's supposed to be similar looking to that.
I'll tell you what, those things do feel good. Those cars feel good.
Oh, okay.
drive.
I was like, what feels good?
What are those things that you speak of?
Things feel good. I was going to tell
What
you
are
these
those
things. Those things feel good.
that feel good?
No, I was driving one and it was just like, this thing's fun.
I do want to add some comments in the chat. We have
Ryan,
Ryan.
people are
Deering.
watching?
People
Yeah,
watching
Ryan,
this.
Ryan's in the
Oh,
chat.
Awesome. Thank you guys
the-
for
the-
putting up with our nonsense.
He writes, we can make carbon fuels from volcanoes. Koenigsegg is doing it now. So, methanol. That's a lot of words, and that's in in regards to what we were talking
Who's
about
that?
before.
Brian.
Oh, Brian. Oh,
Ryan.
Okay.
Ryan Deering.
Oh, Ryan Deering.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Volcanoes. Cool.
Hey, I mean, heck. Blow, baby, blow. Hey, we can use that. Harness the power of the volcano.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the new
It'll
app.
definly be a little. Can you imagine like a little tiny volcano, like in the back seat, right in the center? What was it again? Oh, and then he also said, feel like they conform to the Camaro body lines. I have to agree with that. I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, you're absolutely right. Now you're saying,
Especially the rear end.
especially the convertible.
Yeah, the convertible looks.
Yes.
Ugh.
Definitely.
Let's go inside. But wait, hold on. What is
Holding.
that? Zoom in on the rear view mirror.
Oh, do you think it's one of those like camera
what the
ones?
hell is all
The thing
that?
behind it. You mean it's like
Well, it's just like a lot of.
I can't
right,
enhance.
right click.
Fine.
Yes, you knew what I was talking about. Now enhance.
Enhancing. Enhancing.
what is that? Oh no,
That
no.
is a lot of like just stuff in the way. No, to the right.
Oh, hang
Yeah,
on.
what's behind?
Scroll, damn it. What is all that?
I'm gonna guess that those are all the extra camera sensors that are there for the safety features.
No way.
Yes.
No
Haven't you
freaking
noticed that a lot of the new cars nowadays, the like where the rear view mirror is at, is very bulky, and it's because they
think
add
this
like
thing
a
has, like,
bunch
an
of
auto drive?
sensors and cameras on there
Really?
for all of the safety features for like accident avoidance, for the automatic high beams.
My E30 doesn't have that.
Your thing is an accident.
Yeah.
Doesn't it can't
Oh,
avoid
wait, it
it.
happened.
Oh man.
Right.
That's weird looking. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's what the hell that is. That's weird.
Yeah, take a look at.
Oh,
next
looks like
time.
you pull them off and they're VR goggles. You put them on. Oh, you gotta drive in VR.
Well, I do. You see, go down now. Now you can see that the center screen is actually goes
Part
straight
all
up-
the way across.
goes all the way across.
That's
Ah.
only on the higher trim models.
I can imagine that's a lot of screen real
The
estate.
lower ones, the EcoBoost, it actually gets split into two.
Oh,
Why they bother to do that? I don't even know.
I mean,
I don't know.
it just looks out of place.
I don't like the way it looks. It definitely looks weird.
Yeah.
It's a lot of screen to keep clean.
I guess that red button is to start the car,
Guess.
or is that a drift button?
That's the
Is that the
drift
drift?
initiation button.
Yes, I want to initiate. Pow!
I've always hated their steering wheels. I'm sorry.
Really?
The steering wheels to me have like they've been that Mustang ugly freaking.
I don't
it
like the
looks like
horn button. It looks
it
like
just looks like a huge.
what
it
you
looks
got. What's
stupid.
underneath there?
It's so, an airbag.
Hmm.
An airbag's under there. No, I just always hated the steering wheel. I like the shifter. I like that. I like the e-brake, though it's going to be in the way of my fat leg, so I'm not going to be able to reach that. But
That's true.
yeah, it's right in the way of my.
I just think about it.
Yeah, I know.
Or
it's
just
good.
have your passenger.
yank my stick, buddy.
Yes. When I tell you, put your hand next to my thigh and pull really hard. Put your thumb on the tip or it won't move.
Yeah, you'd have to press the drift button.
Yes, you must keep your thumb on the tip depressed.
Boy.
You may have
Okay.
an accident.
Let's take a look at more of this vehicle here. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that.
Let's do that. Okay. So
Oh, what's that
more
thing?
of the
Oh,
interior
wait. Hold
here.
on. Wait.
I wish somebody would just make a nice OEM wheel one day.
Okay.
Oh, wait. OEM, what kind of wheel?
Wheel like
No. I
wheels.
think I found the fatal flaw with the handbrake.
Oh, fatal flaw.
What is
Zoom
it,
in
Paul?
the handbrake.
Oh, this one here and this
No,
photo?
no. The other picture. The other picture.
Oh, this one? Okay.
It pivots right there. It's gonna be like a wrist
no,
brick.
I bet you it pulls out. It pulls out. Look,
It
look
pulls
in the
out?
hole. Look in the hole. It pulls out.
It pulls. What do you mean
pulls
it
out.
pulls out. No, I bet you. It's
No,
like
no,
it
twist
pulls
your
out.
wrist to
No, it doesn't. No, it pulls out.
I'm gonna
Does
look
it?
it up.
Yeah, it's got to pull out because it looks like it goes down that hole and then it just comes
I
out.
think
like,
it's one of those like wrist. Like it's gonna. You're gonna have to.
no, that
pull
would be
with your
be
wrist.
retarded. I like the stitching though. I like the red stitching.
Yeah, it's nice, but I'm telling you, that's what it is. You
No.
pull it with your wrist.
No, I don't think so.
It's not by your. The joint isn't in your hip, so you don't feel like you're pulling
no,
it back.
it's gonna pull up. It's
no,
gonna
it's
pull
just
up.
gonna. You're gonna pull it up with your
It's
wrist
not.
like this.
It's no way.
You go do
That's
a little
ridiculous.
wrist work.
You're not gonna find a picture of it.
Dude.
Picture of what?
The e-brake fully extended.
Of this one?
Yeah.
Buddy, I'm already on the case.
Ooh, on the case.
All right.
I don't know.
Okay.
I do like the red stitching though.
Yeah. Well,
Hang on.
Oh wait, hold on.
Hang
That
on. No,
sounds-
I'm getting it ready. Hang on. Just keep going.
I hear Wides.
Well,
Let's see. These are the seats.
okay.
The
that's
seats are
Hey,
nice.
fancy.
I like
Those
those
are
seats.
nice. I don't want to see the wheels. Those are ugly.
Too late. You're already getting to see it.
Oh, jeez. Gross. Actually,
Did anybody make a nice stock wheel? I'm trying to think.
anybody make a nice stock wheel?
That looks good on the car that it came on.
That-
Because you take wheels off other cars,
I
they
don't
don't
know.
look so bad. They look better on other cars.
350Z.
All right, wait, hang on. Let's narrow it down. Are you from the 2020s, like
Yeah.
recent generation?
Recent generation.
Recent generation. Okay, that's a good question.
Not sure. Trying to think of a car that has nice wheels from the factory.
Well, 370 is not too bad.
I was gonna say the 370 series cars have decent wheels.
But a lot of times they come out the car and you're like, oh, the wheels are just horrible.
You gotta get them things off.
Yeah.
Trying to
like
see
the
where
370
is this
a
thing.
5-spoke with a split in the end, so yeah, it doesn't look so bad.
Trying to find it.
Under 60 grand.
It has one cool, interesting thing.
Hmm.
On the gauge cluster, you could put it for the old Fox body
Mm-hmm.
model. So for all those Fox body fans, you could actually replicate.
I am alive.
Wait,
I
what?
don't like-
Look at the screen.
Oh,
I am alive.
that's right.
Live. Car's alive.
Car's
AI.
alive.
It's talking to you.
It's ready to crash
It's
into
a Knight
people.
Rider.
Yes.
It's gonna eat people.
Does it have sidewalk mode?
It's got a bonus mode. You just see how many people you run over, you get little bonuses.
Oh boy. Hang on. Oh yeah. See, this is you
Oh.
see how it's split?
And it also
Right
has no handbrake.
Why even do that?
Yeah, that seems like a waste.
Mm,
But I guess,
right?
yeah, but I guess the one screen going all the way across is more expensive. So I don't understand why to come up with two different models though. That's kind of weird. I don't like the center console on that one. Why is it so round? Is it different? It looks different.
The doors look bulky, don't they? The door panels?
Yeah, they are. From
They
what I
are?
remember, they're pretty bulky.
Hmm.
Actually, no, I remember it being pretty.
Comfortable?
Yeah, they're pretty small, I thought. Actually, I thought that was one of the things I liked about it is the door panels were small.
That looks
But
bulky.
I don't know about the new one.
You find it yet, Ben?
No, I haven't yet. I thought it was in the. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, I think I got it.
You're not going to find it.
I think, wait.
Got it?
It's
I
the
think I'm
wrist
right.
brake.
It's not. I think it pulls out.
I don't.
I think it's going to
pulls-
tell the. It's going to come out.
It's
Like,
going to come out. No,
yeah,
no
it's gonna
way.
come out.
All right, hang on. Let me just prep this.
The
and then
handle
you guys
is
can
going to
take a
top,
look.
and then as you pull it, the whole thing's going to kind of like it's like a curved. it's gonna be
Oh,
like a
you think
curved,
no? I don't think so. I think it's going to be a wrist brake.
No, it's not gonna, I can't imagine it'd be a wrist brake. That'd be ridiculous.
Well, they don't think when they do this stuff. Oh, if I'm getting
Oh, this guy.
this guy right here.
Let me put it halfway to get some volume.
Maybe we'll see some air guitar if we're only lucky.
I mean, we've been great friends. You've been with Ford since 2005. I mean,
2005, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. So, all right, you helped develop the electronic drift brake.
Yeah, well, the first thing that anyone does when they get
Oh, no.
their
I may
car
be
to
wrong.
go drifting is
Telling
put
you
a
you're
hydraulic handbrake in it. So Ford has, drifting is the, fastest growing motorsport in the world. It's so accessible. There's events in any state, just about any city
wrist brake.
on any weekend. And so Ford has seen that, and now every single Mustang has a drift brake in it. It has a mode. You pull the handbrake, it locks the rear tires. I like to consider the
What
handbrake
could go
as the
wrong?
now button, and it's just really, really incredible
brake.
that Ford is seeing this and putting it on production vehicles, and seeing them so passionate about a sport that's meant so much to me, and we've had so much success together obviously in Formula Drift.
I don't want to put you in a box because you'll just break out of it via Ford Mustang or some other Ford vehicle, but you'll break out of it in grand fashion. But tell me what the dark horse means to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that already
You can
starts
see
to...
that was a little dinky thing that it pulls.
yeah, it did look like that
Little
because he
dinky.
said it's not a hydraulic e-brake.
No, it's
No,
electric.
It's electric.
It's an electric button.
No.
Everything's electric, dude. Everything is. It's
Yeah,
all-
you saw it was. It was
it's
like
a little
pink.
yinky. It's a little wrist brake.
I imagine they're gonna offer some sort of extension, so that way it's easier.
Well, no,
to-
it's not. There's
It-
no. You
there's
don't.
no-
There's
it's
no
not
force
hard.
needed in it. It's just like a button. It's just the button instead of being a push button. It's
The little wrist brake.
and it's all or nothing. It's not like
Yeah.
you know.
It's a gimmick.
It's a gimmick.
It's a
It's
gimmick.
totally a gimmick. It's like the drift button on the Ford Focus.
oh, that's right. I forgot about that. The RS.
Yeah, but you saw him driving, and I think Paul's right. He still didn't really get a clear view of it, but it definitely didn't look like it pulled out.
No, it's. I mean, you can look
And
at the
it's only
mechanics.
for it. That is
Go back
only
to the
for
photos for the other one.
that
The
little
other
lever
photos.
is only for
the
drifting.
other photos. Go back to the other photos.
Oh, okay. All right.
That little
Yeah.
lever is only for drifting, though, for locking up the e-brakes. You don't use it for putting the parking brake on.
No.
It has no button.
There's two options. You
Yeah.
could set it. You could set it. No, like I remember reading it, but you could set it for like it'll work like a regular e-brake, where like it'll lock in place
But
and
there's no
it'll stop
button.
the
it's
car.
Not, it's not the feel of a regular like hydraulic e-brake or like a
Yeah,
cable
it won't.
e-brake.
It won't give you that feel.
No.
But then when you want the drift action, you enable it, and then it'll just work like a e-brake, like a traditional one, in the sense that
It locks up.
it'll lock up. But I gotta look at the text. It may go into detail with this. But as Paul mentioned, let me go back to the photos of it, which is right
see,
here.
Look, I mean, that goes down and forward, so that is definitely.
Now you definitely saw his wrist just do this.
Yeah,
He didn't. He wasn't pulling up.
Yeah,
he was
no,
just
it's-
doing this.
Yeah. No.
This is amazing. Ford, just love Ford. Because I gotta say Ford. I love it, Ford. Because he can't say anything else.
Paid every
Well,
time.
can
I
you
do-
blame him?
He's
Hang on.
absolutely
If
not.
if you had the same level of access to BMW and were giving you the same level of support, you'd be singing the same tune.
I love this little wrist brake.
I would.
It's the best thing ever.
If they're flying me all around the world to just drive, absolutely, absolutely.
That's just a favorite
I'm not.
thing.
I'm not saying. I'm not discrediting him because
also
he's
a
doing the
wrist
same thing.
workout.
Oh,
Good
yes.
wrist workout.
You know the way I've been doing this car. I can just do things better now
With my wrist.
with my wrist. I have more dexterity.
Can you imagine
Oh,
you
stupid.
cramp up and you're like,
oh, it's that drift brake. No, I don't know. Well,
I think it's stupid.
I don't like it, but it's a gimmick,
Looks like it's made out of plastic.
and I just
I
see.
don't know. They're offering it.
I see 18, 17-year-olds going down the street. Dude, we're gonna go use my drift brake, man. Yeah, oh, drift brake, I'm suing daddy. You shouldn't put this in cars. It's dangerous.
I just want to say that it's not, at least they're acknowledging it. They're doing something about it. It's not like many other manufacturers, or one in particular that I recall, that seems to purposely neglect or
BMW?
ignore what, I'm not going to say who,
BMW.
but ignore the contributions or the level of support or attention that the sport has brought on to the brand.
Yeah.
And at least Ford is
Embracing it.
Thank you, Tim, and doing something about it. So at least it's making it attractive.
Gave you a little
for
handy brake.
possible- Wait, what?
Gave you a little handy brake.
And if they, and this is the thing is like, if it goes all electric, well, it's just going to go all electric. Can they just find a way to mat a transmission to the electric motor? That'd be great. Because at least you could shift through gears and it'll still make it fun.
I will definitely agree with that, because that's something that you don't see. You don't see. I mean, I don't know. That's actually something that I wanted to look up. A manual transmission, electric
You
powered.
don't need it because of the
No, you
RPM
don't
of the
need-
motor.
I know, but it's
a waste.
But it's about the feeling of driving, just
Right.
having it.
They'll put a hard DC braking into the motor, so every time you shift, it goes.
So it doesn't really shift. It doesn't really feel like
It just
shifting.
jerks the
Right.
car.
Whatever.
Well, kind of like what they're doing with the CVTs now, where they do the fake shifting, where if on the paddle shifters you shift up or down, and it's like a fake shift.
Yeah.
It jolts the transmission.
See, that's yeah.
Shifting.
No.
No. Yeah, no.
That's pretty wild.
You're gonna get your handy brake, and you're gonna get your shifty shift, and
A closer look at the wheel that Paul enjoys.
it's
Is a big fan of.
ugly.
More photos over
like
here.
I like the headlights. I like the headlights, though it does start to look like a Kia.
That right there, like Ryan said, that
Yeah.
does.
Camaro,
If you
that's
take,
Camaro.
if you just don't look at the front end,
Yeah.
that totally looks like a Camaro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chevy might sue.
Yeah.
Infringing. Oh,
Oh,
God,
you got the Mustang family here.
Mach-E, right?
Yeah.
You got the Mustang family. This is actually gonna be. This is a before and after,
This before and after, yeah.
because this is gonna transition to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
And there you go, ugly wheels.
Yeah.
Proves my weight.
Oh boy. Okay, so we got that. Or another shot of
See,
these
those
with-
don't look bad if they were
No,
like
they're not bad.
concave
Yeah.
and had a dish on them. Then you
Yeah.
know it's. There's your.
I hate that center console by being round like that.
Is that Mustang
I like the red
stitching.
stitching. Is pretty cool.
The seats look nice.
The Mustang family.
Interesting.
And all 7th-generation Mustangs. If you'd have to pick one, guys, which one would you go with
One
out
on
of
the
the
left.
lot?
That white one
The white one on the
behind the
left.
blue one is that was like the worst Mustang they ever came out with.
Oh,
really?
Yes. If I was gonna pick
The
one,
one on the left.
no, I say I really like the '69 style.
No.
I'd probably.
You haven't drove one of those. You got to
I
drive
just bought
one.
an E30, so it doesn't matter to me.
You got to
doesn't
drive.
matter
You
how
got
it
to drive
drives.
it. You got to drive one of those GTS.
I think I would probably take the white one with the 2 stripes on the left, or the
Oh no,
the
I
blue
hate
one
that.
on the
I
right,
hate that year.
or the blue one on the right.
Paul?
The one on the left.
The one on the
white
left?
one.
Front left.
I wouldn't like it white, but that year, that's the same one I drove, and that was just felt amazing.
Hmm.
The amount of power the car freaking has right off the bat, and
And he felt it up really good.
felt it all over.
Hmm.
Uh,
Ben,
yeah, I'd probably think the blue one on the right.
I don't want the handy
Yeah.
brake. I want the real handbrake that a car comes with.
okay. Well,
Yeah, there's that. Let me see if I can find the text in regards to like the drift brake. Hang on, let's see.
that's just crazy that they're. I mean, that's cool that they're incorporating that in. Like you said, they're
A
embracing.
Ken Block style handbrake.
Did it say Ken Block
Yeah,
style?
that's
It
what
says a Ken.
Block style.
What makes it
Or
a Ken
let-
Block style
It lets
handbrake?
you rip gnarly slides like a bona fide.
Is that what
Formula
it says? It
drift hot
does
hand.
say. It does say that. I thought you were making that
No,
up.
I'm not making this
Oh,
up.
exclusively,
I'm reading
this lets you rip. Wow, you actually read it. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
it
you
lets you rip gnarly slides like a bona fide Formula drift hot hand, such as
Von Gittin Jr., who
Jeez, that's
was.
hilarious. Oh man, that's something. else.
So why do they call it a Ken Block style
This is
handbrake?
just. Oh, this is just the.
The sensationalism.
They're trying
of-
to get the 2 big names, Ken Block and Von Gittin Jr. in one sentence.
Yep, and they did it.
Well,
Yeah, it doesn't go into detail. I forgot.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, waste of money.
But they're electric brakes then all the way around.
Probably everything's gonna be fly-by-wire.
Oh, and another, I guess, cool thing that they announced is that you'll be able to rev the engine remotely with a key fob.
What?
Oh, so you
Yes.
get that. You can get that crackle tune.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
get
get the
that
crackle
crackle
to it, and you can stand outside and enjoy it. I can do it from my keychain, man.
Yeah, it says here another fun feature designed to make owners the most popular cat on the block. Meow.
Oh, I want to be the popular cat, man. This is great.
Remote Rev lets you rev your Mustang's engine via key fob, like Remote Start, except more awesome or annoying depending on how you look at things.
Yeah, once,
I'm just like 4-wheel drift Kid Block and Pocket Jerry. Watch my button. I got a drift brake in there too, man.
Oh, gosh.
yeah, no, it's gonna be pretty bad. And then you add a crackle tune on top of that. And
What are you talking about? It might be fun. Can you imagine going into a Mustang meet and you have a medley of Mustangs just revving it from
medley.
you have like all of the owners on the left side in the parking lot, and then all the cars lined up on the right side, and they're all there like
Nissan really missed the boat on this one, didn't they?
yeah.
Yeah, can you imagine now you can annoy people from a distance?
Oh man. No, please don't give him ideas. The last thing I want is just remote
Yes.
trumpets in the distance. Please.
Oh man, they really missed out.
Ooh, no way. Well,
Well, I mean, one of the other things I wanted to mention is that and then I'm looking back at what happened, what Hyundai is doing, what they did with the what is that thing called again? That the retro looking car,
Oh,
the
yeah,
concept
that,
one?
that thing. Yeah,
right? And
It's like the
if
some stupid number, right?
yes, the electric revolution is gonna really upset some things, but on the bright side, it may prompt some of these manufacturers to come up with some really cool designs or reintroduce some of these old vehicles. Like, for instance, what if Tim, what would be your take, your opinion on the idea that BMW reintroduces the E30 as is? Hang on.
Okay.
The body lines are the same.
They kind of tried that.
Hang on. The body lines are the same on the outside. The interior, for the most part, it's the same, except for some creature comforts are upgraded, and
Right.
like the center dash is so forth.
New technology. inside.
But it's all electric. Would you consider it? Would you? What would be your take on it?
So, do you remember when Nissan released the possibility of bringing back the 510? And
yes.
they did exactly what you're talking about, but it wasn't electric.
Right.
But they changed up. It looked freaking sick.
Right.
It was going to be petrol. If they did something like that, then yeah, possibly. If it had to, because they did a great job of capturing the 510 feel.
Really, I don't remember seeing.
You remember that, right? It looked
Yeah.
mean. It was a nice looking car,
Let me see if I can pull it up.
but they never made it. But yeah, if they did something like that, all electric, right now, no.
Oh yeah, I remember
10 or
that thing.
10 years down the road, when I'm forced to go electric, yes.
Totally forgot
But
about
until I don't have an option, or it gets to the point where it's just not financially feasible for me, because they're going to start adding gas guzzler taxes. They're going to do all that stuff to force you to buy something. Then no,
Yeah, that
that
thing.
looks sick. I thought they did a great job with that. I really did like that. Small, tight, compact, had a feel. It's a little too futuristic, but I really
concepts
like
are
that though. I really did like that 510.
All concepts are like that, though.
Yeah, but that was a pretty when they brought that out, I was like, wow, that's gonna be a sick little car when it comes out.
It was really just a 350Z underneath.
But I mean, I don't know. I really like that. So if they did something similar, how they tried to capture, but like modernize the E30, would I get it? Only if the time came where I was
they
like, I
did
had
that.
to have I'm
They did
gonna
that.
buy an electrical car and it's gonna be something. Then yes, I would buy that.
They
But
did
if
that
you-
with the 1 Series. I mean, look
Right,
at
I was
go-
gonna
no, but
mention
it wasn't
that,
all
yes.
electric. His point was all electric.
No, well, I mean, electric is just about at the time.
They didn't do a good job capturing the E30 with the 1 Series.
Go to the 1 Series. Go to it's a E. I think it's E87.
135?
E87.
E87.
Yeah.
I don't think they did a good job with the 1 Series to give you that E30 feel at all.
It's
It's too round.
Oh, it's the E87, E82. Sorry, E87 was.
Come
a
on,
while.
Paul.
Sorry, it's been a while. There you go.
Is that it?
It's
Okay.
too round. I don't think they did a good job trying to capture the
Yeah,
the
but
spirit. That doesn't-
it was small. It's got you have the little 4 lights. It was compact. It was
right, but they
it
didn't.
was the E30, and I mean,
But they didn't try to capture the essence of the E30. They just said we're going to make something
no,
small.
they made something. They tried to make something small, sporty, that would reminiscent of a feel of an E30.
My takeaway was it didn't really capture the E30, more the E36.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my take from it.
Yeah.
don't get that from
E46, E36. I don't know. They didn't capture the E30 feel. Not like the way that
you
concept
drive
of the
it-
510. The concept of the 510.
Yeah,
I
no,
felt
I mean, if you
brought more
drive
of-
that car and you drive an E46 and an E36, it's going to feel more like it. I mean, it feels small and and nimble.
I know, but we're talking about the character of the outside of the car. It
No,
doesn't-
I
it
got
is
you.
not
The
reminiscent of it.
styling is definitely not, but
So.
it was more of the how
But
the car was.
If they could capture it like the way Datsun or Nissan almost did with the 510, yeah.
I don't think BMW cares.
No.
BMW has never cared about their old cars. You don't see them doing retro models.
No,
Like
they don't.
I don't think that I've ever seen them do anything retro. They don't care about the past. Like it doesn't.
They're always trying to design something that's new.
They're always trying to make the grill 1 inch bigger.
Or 5.
How big
6.
can we make these kidneys before they're just all the front of the car?
Yes.
So there's
we could fit the headlights.
there's no bumper.
expand it wide. Oh,
we Keep could put going the bigger.
headlights inside. Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Well, in other news, but yeah, Paul, actually, same question to you.
what?
If BMW were to go ahead and reintroduce the BMW E30, but as an electric only format,
Oh,
would you consider it?
No.
Would you be okay with it, or would you try to, I don't know, throw
I
holy
have no
water at it?
plans to drive an electric car.
Okay.
If I was going to go with something electric, I probably wouldn't be. It would probably be something very small. I'd probably buy a motorcycle before I would drive an electric car.
Really?
Yeah.
Surprised.
Anywho,
Is there a particular reason?
I don't know. I just if I was
Like,
driving an electric,
what's the appeal of the motorcycle?
it'd probably be still gas.
road, man.
I don't see them.
man.
I think that's one of the. I don't see them doing electric motorcycles.
They do already.
I mean, they do, but not as much as you. I mean, there's no Harley guy that's ever going to want to be electric.
I'll
Those
give
are
you
gonna
that.
Die.
Right, okay.
Those are either going to be a gas until they finally can't be gas anymore.
Yeah, Harley's never going to go electric.
So that was
I would really be surprised if Harley ever went.
Oh, they did.
No, but like full electric.
Oh,
totally
the whole,
eliminating.
okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about going full electric.
full
Oh, okay.
electric. I mean, most of these car brands are going to be full electric. I mean, they're going to eliminate all of their gas line. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, I think motorcycles are one of the last that'll go. They'll be before trucks. I mean, trucks are going to be the final thing because trucks, to get a truck made electric is going to be the hard thing. I mean, a real truck that actually tows stuff.
It doesn't weigh 1 million pounds because of all the
Yeah,
batteries.
because I mean, you have all the fake trucks that look like they're like Ford Explorers, but they made a truck out of them and have electric motors on them, but they're not going to pull anything.
Like for instance, the Ford
the
Maverick.
the Revan. That's what I'm thinking. The Revan.
Oh, the Rivian.
the Rivian or whatever. It's like a Ford Explorer truck thing looking thing. It's not a real truck. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're not expecting to pull anything with it, or throw tons of material in the
Bricks
back
and
and
cement and
cement
tile and,
and
drywall and all this, like
Yeah.
work truck, contractor trucks.
yeah. So the contractor trucks and
Well-
semis will be the last thing to.
Well, so not really. So because I work in the air conditioning, I do training. I went to I forget EDS, and they have 3 all electric vans, and they said they've been working great. And the guy says he saves tons of, and they leave them plugged in. They only get 70 miles to a charge, but he said their technicians average between 50 and 60 miles per day. So they bring the truck in, and they charge the truck, and they leave the truck, the air conditioning running while they're charging it. So when the technician gets in the morning, it's already cooled down. They doesn't have to use the battery power to cool down a hot vehicle. And then he said they have 3 of them, and they charge them overnight. And he said, I'm saving a ton of money in gas. He goes, it only gets 60 to 70 miles per charge, but he says he hasn't had a technician come close to that, and he only has it on the technician guys and they in their area. And he said he loved it. So those are Sprinter vans that are all electric. Yeah, yep. And you're seeing them in the contractor grade. So it may be something like that where it doesn't get 400 miles. You can't take it and drive up, up to state. But if you're a local contractor and you only do like 40 or 50 miles a day, then it works fine for you. You do all your whatever you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, that's another reason why I would want a small electric car, because I would figure that I would get more out of it. Get more.
And see, but that, not to cut you off, but that would be the thing is you have your truck for work, and then you don't drive like right now these guys drive their work trucks everywhere.
Yeah.
You have a work truck and you take your kids to school in it, and then you go on vacation with it. I had my work truck and I was towing my car up to Georgia with it, right, in the work truck. So it won't be like that. It'll be like you have your work truck and that's your electric vehicle for work, and then you have your.
That's what I'm saying. Something
car.
commute with, something that's good at, and it's got a long, range. Something that would have a long range. I wouldn't want to charge like the big. Like when I used to race, build RC cars, the biggest thing was having to freaking charge the batteries. Like I couldn't imagine how frustrating that would be to me if like my car ran out of charge and I had to charge it to go anywhere.
You don't have anywhere to charge it.
You don't have anywhere to charge it, or
A lot has to be done still to make it realistically feasible for the majority of the population. Right? There's gas stations in every corner. Yeah, they're popping up these charging stations and everything like that, but most of along with that requires an upgrade to the electricity to that area as well. So that grid has to be able to handle that additional. If you had electric charging stations at every gas station, I mean, you have some areas. How many gas stations you see on one block, right? So imagine the additional power consumption that one block is going to
have to do something, so they're going to start thinking.
Yeah.
Usually 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like in every block. Like you'll see
easy.
one across one of
from
the
each other,
other,
right.
and then
But I mean, you go down the street and you could pass sometimes on Davie Road or something like that. You pass there's 6 or 7 within a 2 or 3 mile stretch.
Mm-hmm.
So
especially around airports too.
Oh yeah.
And you got that. But I do want to mention some of the comments from the Dr. Zero Ultrazone. Who wrote
Dr. Zero Ultrazone.
Yeah, the Dr. Zero. Welcome, Doctor.
Welcome.
He wrote
Yes,
A doctor.
yes.
Yes, a doctor's
Is
in the
there a
house.
doctor in the house?
Well, he's in.
Okay.
He wrote, that's what's so funny. They're telling us electric charging is cheaper than gas, as though they aren't gonna jack the price way up when gas cars are in the museum. Speaking of climate change remedies, what happened with the ozone layer? I thought it had a hole in it. And then
We
he
patched
wrote,
it.
the only way Harley guys would ride an electric Harley is if lightning shot out of it when driving it.
There we go. Ka-chow.
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 Like every
No, but
time it
he's-
backfires,
he's right.
it's like lightning.
Well, no, it's not. No, but you know what he's right about is if people really think that they're going to save money by going electric, you better be damn sure that's not what's going to happen. You're going to end up right now, you may not be paying the gas, but it's like, a drug dealer. Hey man, just try this. Just take a hit. just take a hit. You're going to like it, man. You can take it. The first one's free, and you're going to be, oh man, it's electric. I'm saving all this money on gas.
charges for free.
Yeah, you just charge it free, man. It's one time. It's one time. And you're like, oh, electric is the bee's knees, and then all of a sudden, you're like, hey, wait a minute, my electric bill, I was paying less in gas than I'm paying on my electric bill. Duh. They're gonna make money on you. It's not about what's better for the environment. It's about what's better for their pocket. Like I said, it's big oil versus big power. Big power is winning because they got the whole green earth thing on their side, and now it's just okay. We're gonna shut oil out, and that's what's happening, man.
So are you trying to say that FPL is going to be the next Exxon?
No,
Well, FPL is
super
like
corrupt.
FPL is unbelievably corrupt. Unbelievable. I mean, don't even you get us started in FPL. FPL is like
Actually, I have a contract with FPL to service all of the charging stations that they're putting. FPL is installing charging stations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we have the contract to service all those
Well, be careful. I mean, I wouldn't want to get you in legal
Well, I
trouble.
didn't say who I am, so.
Oh, yeah, that's true. At the top of the show, you didn't reveal
I
yourself.
told you.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyways,
I had an agenda. Yeah.
yeah. So, gee, I wonder. Do you think it's gonna be? They're doing. They don't give. It's it's not about that. It's about the dollar, and you're going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it no matter what. The only thing I can hope is that it gets to the point where not that many people are buying gas, so gas will go down, right?
Yeah.
And then so
I don't think gas. You better start figuring out how to make gasoline out of corn. Start growing corn.
growing corn,
Make our own ethanol.
stockpile it.
Is that why you started your own garden? Oh,
This one kernel of corn, I'm going to drive a mile on. I don't know.
Oh man,
We can just make moonshine and learn how to
Well, I'm
power the
saying
cars
it's
on
ethanol.
moonshine.
Yeah. It's ethanol.
There you go.
So we're just gonna make ethanol.
We can make it still.
that's interesting.
Anyways, yeah, we're gonna pay. Right now, it's new. It's newish in all considerations. But yeah, people are gonna pay. It's not like, oh man, it's just I don't have to pay anything for gas. Yeah, well, you're saving money now, but it's gonna bite you in the end.
You're gonna have to have some kind of quick charging. So whoever can figure out the quick charging that's where you're gonna pay everything at.
Right. Oh, well, you
Okay.
could charge
You're at
for
home.
this price, but you'll be here an hour or 2 hours, or for this price,
Oh, I could
you'll be on
definitely see
15
that.
minutes.
I could definitely see that happening.
Yeah.
Yep. So, oh, you're in a hurry? Okay. We got a 5-minute quick charge. It's $100. About the same as a full tank of gas. It's about right.
I didn't think about it. You're right.
Well, they'll figure out.
Or
something.
you can hang out and wait in the regular line. It'll be about an hour before you get to a charging station, and a charging station take about 45 minutes. Or you can be in a VIP or the premium line. You get premium grade electric. 5-minute charge, and you're off to go.
Or you could charge your vehicle at a discounted price if you sit 30 minutes extra watching these ads.
Yes, watch this ad. Take the survey. Yeah.
Oh, and they automatically play in your car because you have the screen already. So you have to.
Yes, you have to sit there and you have to watch it.
Got no other choice. It's just like now when you're pumping gas.
Yeah.
You see the GSTV.
Right.
They're like, today in celebrity news.
Yeah,
I'm
celebrity
like,
news.
wait, why do I need to know about this? I mean,
It's
I'm just trying to
useless
pump.
information.
Yeah, what the heck does matter?
Yeah, the TV only turns on when you get there to the pump. It's like, hello.
Oh.
It's like, oh,
It's like
didn't watch you.
Max Headroom, like back in Back to the Future movie.
yeah. It's
Anyhow, yeah,
It's pretty wild.
it is.
Crazy times, crazy times.
That is the truth.
In any case, all right, folks. Well, I think that's pretty much
Yeah.
covers it for this evening. Hopefully, everyone is okay and safe with the hurricane.
yeah.
It's pretty crazy, some of the destruction and that's been
it's
out
made.
there on the news cycle, and
Yeah.
we hope everyone's okay and is able to actually recover. Hopefully, most importantly, also importantly too, is Freedom Factory is operational again in time for
Yep.
the Clutch Kickers event taking place October 21st. Which I mean, should be plenty of time unless Paul decides to open his mouth
there's another hurricane
again.
out there.
Damn it, Paul! Shut up! For crying out loud. Last thing we need is another freaking storm to deal with.
Yeah, we should try to get an interview for the next show.
Yeah, we will. We will have an interview.
Yeah, well,
so we'll have an interview. Stay
before
on
the
Instagram.
show before Clutch Kickers.
The weekend before Clutch Kickers, I'll unveil my new steering wheel from Grip Royal,
that's right.
The drift session
the
steering wheel.
drift session steering wheel, and then we'll talk about. We'll go a little more over the drivers list. Try to get maybe some more information on the new drivers, see where they're from, and then we'll be at the track the next weekend.
Indeed.
Indeed.
All right. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. Also, thank all the individuals that took part in the comments to throw in their 2 cents.
Glad to finally have a doctor on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a doctor.
I mean,
We're moving up.
yeah.
We're moving up.
It's an honor and a pleasure
It
to
is.
have a doctor in the house. But yeah, for everybody else, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully, we see you 2 weeks from now. Until then, take care and good night.